Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. Welcome to Trades by Bren. Let's get this party started. Come on, give me my beats. We're day trading the S&P 500. We're gonna have a good time too, because if you're checking out my stream, we have a good time. All right, it's early in the morning. Good morning wherever you are. Let us know where you're streaming in from. We may take some trades. We may watch and wait. This game requires both a lot of patience, a lot of boldness. Really just depends on what the moment calls for. First thing is analyze the charts. So yesterday we had this bear trend. We went down, then we went sideways for almost the entire day. That was a lot of hours. And then we had another push down at the end of the day, right at 11:30, right? And then a bounce, boom. Now, when I got in yesterday, I looked at the chart. I looked at the daily chart. Okay, so let's have a look at the daily chart. And I want to show you what I pointed out yesterday. So I got in yesterday and I pointed out that we're in this bull channel. Okay, the NASDAQ looks the same as the S&P. This is the S&P 500 futures, as you can see in the top left-hand corner of your screen. Now, what I want to point out is that yesterday I drew these lines and I said we were in a channel pattern. I call this a zigzag pattern or a ping pong pattern because you can draw the lines. It's not rocket science, guys. You just connect the highs or connect the lows, right? That's all I did. Connected this low to this low, okay? Same with the top. Parallel line. It's a channel. And then we just ping pong around inside that channel, okay? And what's very common is you touch the top of the channel and then ping pong around and touch the bottom of the channel. Then ping pong around and touch the top of the channel or near it, okay? So that's what I was seeing yesterday as I got in and we started to see this form. And what I pointed out was this here, to me, at the beginning of the day, looked very similar to this pattern here, okay? And this pattern here, okay? So what you notice here is that the EMA, that's the blue line on my chart, is serving as support. So every time we touch this line or get close to it, the bulls buy, right? That happened here, bulls bought. Happened here, bulls bought. And every time we get close to the top of the channel, the bears sell and the bulls take profit. So that's what I was seeing happen here. And I said, you know what? I noticed something else, that there was a support line here. Now, mind you, this bar had not formed yet yesterday. And I said, it is likely that we will touch this line and possibly touch that moving average, which is right where that bull channel line is, and then move up. And then I looked at the 5-minute chart. Okay, this is the daily chart. Now we start with a higher time frame, get an idea of what's going on. We're in this channel pattern, as you can see. Okay, so then we zoom down, we chunk down, right? We zoom out and zoom in, macro, micro. So let's go to the micro 5 minutes, okay? 5-minute chart. Now yesterday, I saw that we had made this big bear breakout, okay? Marked it with the red. Red for bears or black on my chart. White is, or would be green bars or bulls, okay? So I looked to the left and I said, we've already cracked, because we gapped down. That's this. We already cracked yesterday's low, and then I looked and we had actually cracked the low of the days prior, okay? So that's 2 days. So normally I'm gonna look for the prior day's high and low, and normally we're pretty close to that. But yesterday was a little bit different, okay? So I just looked to the left and I said, you know what? Where's the next low where I can see it makes sense? This is a very simple thing to do. Just look and say, okay, it's right here. So I drew this line because I said, you know what? I see support here, okay? And then I drew this box to illustrate that it's not about support and resistance lines, this rigid idea at one very specific point. It's more like an area, okay? And I thought, you know what? Here is where we may find support again. Why? Because I'm some market wizard that has secret knowledge that you don't? No, just because I looked to the left and I went, looks like support there, okay? Following a process. If you follow a process that you know is effective, you can look like a market wizard, but you're actually just following a process. You'll be laughing inside. Everyone will think you're a genius. but really, you're just following a process. So yesterday I pointed out this line, and then look what happened. Market went right to that area and bounced up. Okay, so that's why I like support and resistance, and that's why I'm always saying support and resistance, most important idea in all of trading. Now we're breaking to the downside. On my chart, there are two moving averages. Okay, so in my opinion, moving the average price is the most important indicator. This is the 60-minute moving average plotted on the 5-minute chart. So I can look at this without having to look at the 60-minute chart, which makes it easy. Big bear breakout, breaking to the downside. Now, this is the opportunity for a short. However, this is right near where that trading range was yesterday. So, possible short. However, we gapped up, market rejected the gap, and now we're going to see if the bulls buy here. Breaking very strongly below the 60-minute moving average, but we have not come to test the 5-minute moving average. Okay, so on my chart, the blue line is the 5-minute moving average, so that's the moving average plotted on the 5-minute chart, just regular. Okay, and then I have the 60-minute moving average plotted on the 5-minute chart, which allows me to basically get a sense of what's going on the hourly chart without looking at it, which is kind of awesome, right? So I may take this short right here, and I may not. But let's see. Yeah, okay, so we're gonna put that order in. Bear's hesitating. But when you see a bear breakout that strong, it can give you some confidence. So what else do you notice? This is right where the sell-off happened yesterday. Okay, so it's possible there's sellers here still. I mean, there were sellers here before. So it makes sense to me that there will be sellers here again. And I like my measured moves. So we're gonna get an idea of where we want our profit target. Maybe here. I think that would make sense. But let's give it a little bit of time and see where that leaves us. Good morning. Let us know where you're streaming in from. And I hope you're doing well. My name is Bren. This is Trades by Bren. And we are day trading the SP 500. We got the best beats of any trading channel. You know this. If you want that nerd shit, check out the other channels. You want to have a good time? You want to trade to the groove? Hang out with me here. This Trades by Bren, and I appreciate you. Now, one possibility is we will touch that moving average. But one of the things that I keep in mind is, how does what I'm seeing look like on a higher time frame? So this is a 15-minute time frame. And if the breakout is strong enough that it looks really strong on a higher time frame, well, that's going to attract more sellers, right? Because then you have the 5-minute, the traders who are trading the 5-minute, and you have the traders that are trading the hourly, all coming in, right? In this case, the bears selling. One of the things that I've noticed with my strategy is that there's often something that happens at 7 a.m. Pacific, which is why I like to trade starting at 7 a.m. Pacific. Will we reverse here? Maybe. Bear struggling to get follow through. So one of the things to always keep in mind is the counter logic, right? So counter logic is we're bearish here. So, and like I was saying yesterday, you want to be flexible on your first trade. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't, but you're trying to just get in sync with the market And of course, you want to be selective and you want to execute your process consistently. I'm always saying my job is to execute my process consistently according to my rules and procedures. That's my job. That's your job if you're a trader, right? It's not to win or lose. Because if you execute your process consistently over time and you know that your process works, you've done your back testing, you've gotten your strategy from someone credible, you've done the work, you know that you're executing it well, the numbers will work out. The numbers will work out, right? Over time. That's called edge. That's called edge. So the goal is not necessarily to win or lose. Of course, you want to win or lose, but the goal is to be consistent, right? Consistent is what separates the winners from the wannabes in this game. All right, so the bull's able to block the bears from getting anything. So, this is a draw basically, right? Almost no bar body on that candle. So counter logic, let's consider the counter logic. Counter logic would be bull breakout, pull back to the moving average, more trend continuation up for the bull. So that's a possibility we want to consider. If we have a look at the electronic trading hours, we can see, right, that the bulls undid a lot of the damage that the bears did overnight. So we just want to be aware of the counter logic, right? That way we're not shocked by anything. And also, a lot of reversals on the open. Good morning to you. A lot of patience. Patience. That's the name of the game. Most days, that's the name of the game. There we go. All right, now we got the chat going. What's up, guys? Welcome to Aquino. Aquino, what's up, man? Welcome back. Thank you for joining us. Good to see you again. So we're short the S&P. Riddell, good morning. Thanks for streaming in. Let us know where you're streaming in from. I trade one chart and one chart only. That's the S&P 500 futures. Gabriel, we're short. We're short. And we're being patient. Are you guys trading this morning? Or are you just waiting and watching? All right. Aquino, no problem. Welcome back. I'm happy you're here again. It's good to see you, my brother. Gabriel, streaming in from Miami, Florida. Shout out. What's up? 305, baby. Post where you're streaming in from in the chat. That's a rule. We got 3 rules in the chat room. Number 1, announce yourself and where you're from upon entering. Number 2, pure positive vibes only. No exceptions. Number 3, support each other. This is a community. Gabriel said he used to trade futures. Awesome. Aquino's watching. Beautiful. All right, guys, we're in profit. That's awesome. So we've got 2 possibilities working right now, okay? So one of them is the bears sell off just like they did yesterday. Notice this is where the sell-off started yesterday, right? I've got it marked in red. We're right around that area. Okay, so possibility number one, similar thing happens and the sellers come in and we get more down. This is a possible, I mean, this is a bear breakout, but sometimes a move like this that's big and strong, it can be the end of a trend or the beginning of a trend. So breakouts are climaxes and climaxes are breakouts. And you don't exactly know which one it is until it's too late. And that's why trading's hard, okay? So that's one possibility. Sell-off, similar resistance area to where the sell-off happened yesterday. Possibility number two, right? Bull breakout. Notice that we went right down to this support zone that I marked yesterday. I drew this line at the beginning of the day. Go back to yesterday's stream and watch the first 30 minutes of yesterday's stream, and you'll notice the market was up here, and I drew this area, and I said, this is where I see support, okay? This is where I see support. And what happened? At the end of the day, we went right to that area and bounced up. So possibility number two, because this is a strong breakout to the upside, and then we gapped up on the open, okay? You see a gap here, right? So possibility number two is bull breakout, pull back to the moving average, and more up. So we're working with two possibilities here. And on the first trade, we're just going in with a small position, getting a sense and a feel for what the market's doing. Big shout out to my man, Jonathan. Jonathan, here from New York. Shout out to New York. Thanks for being here, man. I appreciate you. Let's turn on that bar counter so it's a little easy to call out some of these trades. So bar 10. Bulls getting the push up. Here's where I'm watching. I'm watching right here. That is a strong bounce. But let's see if the bears can hold them. Gabriel, this is a 5-minute chart. If you look in the top left-hand corner of your screen, I think you can see that, maybe not, but yes, it's a 5-minute chart. Let me know how the levels are sounding. Levels sounding good, guys? Give me a thumbs up. Throw me a thumbs up in the chat if the levels are sounding good. If not, let me know. I can adjust the music and the mic. Still getting the hang of this streaming thing. I'm a better trader than I am a streamer, and I am forever a beginner with trading. I'm forever a beginner in life. That's how I like to live, because then there's always something to discover. Then there's always something to get better at. You cannot hear the music. Aquino says he can't hear the music. Is that true for everyone? Can hear the music, it's fine. Okay, great. I got my Ole Ole song on. Ole Ole! Beautiful. Okay, so bulls trying to get this close. If the bulls get this bar to close near its high, we could see a push up because strong legs usually get strong legs usually get second legs. How about those beats though? Life is good, life is beautiful. We are grateful. I'm grateful you guys are here. I'm grateful to be alive. I'm grateful to be trading. What a fun game to play. I'm grateful for this smoothie. You guys start your day with gratitude. That's one of my practices. One of my morning rituals. Gratitude. So important. That way, if you lose a trade, you know, something doesn't go your way, you're like, you know what? At least I'm here. At least I woke up this morning. Not everyone could say that. Lamar, my man. Let's do it. Lamar, 3 rules for the chat. Number 1, announce yourself in the city you're from upon entry. Upon arrival, announce yourself and the city you're from upon arriving. Number 2, pure positive vibes only, no exceptions. There's a lot of negativity on the internet. This is not going to be a place for that. Number 3, support each other. Good morning. It's nice and early. Just how I like it. Early bird gets the worm, right? So one of my extra criteria is 2 bull bars with 1 closing on or near its high. And that's a reasonable exit. Bulls coming up to test these lows. So we're gonna see what happens here. Strong momentum to the upside. Buyers at the moving average. Commonplace. This is the moving average. Bulls did not even let the price touch. So that shows bullishness. However, look at that. That shows bearishness. So since we're down and we're up, we're seeing signs of trading range price action. Also, all the tails and the overlap. Notice the tails and the overlap. Almost all the bars are overlapping. So that's another sign of trading range price action. Gabriel, you can see it. 12 points. 12 point stop. Right above this bear breakout. Going from the 5 minute to the 15 minute, okay? Just switch to the 15-minute chart. And what do you see? See strong momentum to the downside from the open, but you also see this massive sell-off yesterday, right? I don't know if you can call it massive. 58 points, I mean a good size, strong sell-off, let's put it that way. So we're within this trading range. What's a trading range? It's like a big box, it's like a big rectangle, right? Why do I call it? How do you know it's a trading range? Well, look, we kind of stayed there. So there's the resistance up there. And then back here, I called this out yesterday. pointed out this area in the beginning of the day. Go back to yesterday's live stream. I recommend checking that out just to get some ideas for how to set your lines in the morning. And yesterday I saw this happening. Look to the left, set this area as possible support rather. We went right there and bounced up. So that just shows you that support and resistance works, which is why it's something you want to understand, and which is why I'm always saying in my videos, support and resistance, the most important idea to understand in all of trading. Most important idea. So we're just looking at the 15-minute. Now we're back to the 5-minute. So what do I see? I see the bulls losing momentum there. So what's going to happen here? Wait and watch. We're right at that 60-minute moving average. Wanting to get trend continuation down for the bears. This is a hint. This is a hint that the bulls lost momentum. Why do I say that? Look at the chart. Ask yourself, are the bars getting bigger or smaller? Are they growing or shrinking? This bar and then this bar. This one, the bar body is bigger, right? But then what happened here? Little tiny bar body, okay? So that shows you that the bulls tried to push up and they ran into resistance, and there were bears there. There were sellers right here. Okay, so that's what that shows you. And then you've got a micro double top. That's called a micro double top, right? Because the price went up once and then it went up again and then sold off. Okay, so that's good for the bears. However, the bulls need to get a close. The bulls need to get a close on the chart. You can think of the chart. You can think of the chart as a scoreboard. One of the ways you can think of a chart as a scoreboard. So the bears got a bunch of bars on the chart. Now the bulls got some points. And it's a way to keep track. It's a way to keep score. And to see where the conviction is. What does the market think? Right? You've got the bears and the bulls. Who's winning? The bulls took over. They were winning for, 3-4 bars here. Now the bears are trying to come back. And if the bears get a close, then it's like, okay, 1 point for the bears. And then you just add everything up, right? So the probability shifts close to close. And every time you get a new bar on the chart, you take that into consideration. So right now I'm bearish. Then as soon as I got short, the bulls got 3 consecutive bars on the chart. So now I'm like, okay, got to work that into my idea. But how far did they get? They just got here, okay? And then look, the bears are retracing most of the bull case, right? So if the bulls get the price up here, but all they can get is 3 consecutive bars, and then the third one creates a micro double top, and then the bears come right back and kind of undo most of the damage that the bulls caused, which is what we're hoping for. 2 minutes on the candle and anything goes until the bar closed. So we gotta wait and watch, right? But I'm hoping for the bears to get this close. And if the bears do get this close, then we take that into consideration as well. And guys, keep in mind, anything goes until the bar closed. So we don't want to jump to conclusions. We got a minute 20 left. Let's see what happens. Riddell. Shout out to the Philippines, my man. Bebo. What's up, dude? I love it. Riddell watching for his setups. Be patient, my friend. Be disciplined, patient. And diligence makes the difference. That's the mantra for today. Diligence makes a difference. diligence. Okay, so bear's unable to get a strong close. Bull's pushing the price up last minute to above the 60-minute moving average. That's this gray line here. Bear's selling right at the last second there. So what we want to have happen here is the bulls that were long here to panic out. We want disappointed bulls hoping for a continued trend up to panic out here, getting trapped, and then the bear starts selling again. And then we get this measure move. That's what we're wanting. All right. If you haven't, let us know where you're streaming in from. Let us know in the chat. I want to know what city you're streaming in from. Let me know in the chat right now. Again, 3 rules for the stream. Number 1, when you arrive, announce your city. Announce yourself in your city. Number 2, pure positive vibes only, no exceptions. The internet is filled with an endless amount of negativity. This will not be a place for that. Number 3, support each other. We're building and growing a community here. And this trading game's tough. So it's important to me that we all support each other. Hence why we've got rule number 2, right? All right. Lamar. Representing Texas. Big shout out to Texas. Lamar. My man. What part of Texas you from, dude? I was just in Austin. Warren streaming in from AZ. Warren, also known as Poop. What's up, Warren? Thanks for being here, man. I appreciate you. Nice screen name. Aquino, I don't know what MS is. What do you mean? Going sideways. Indecision in the market. Sideways means the bulls and the bears both lack conviction. Which market structure, man? Not sure what that means. I mean, this is a market structure. The market's always in a structure. That's a pattern. So structure is another way of saying pattern. Pattern as a structure. You understand the pattern, you can figure out what the pattern is. It's a good way to trade. I mean, all trading tries to do that. All setups try to do that. All strategies try and do that. My man Cynthios, Germany, streaming in. Represent. Nice to see you, man. Thanks for being here. Bulls getting the breakout to the upside. So if we get stopped dead here, we'll just reassess. What you have now is a higher low. Right here. You had a lower high here, right? Here and here makes a lower high. But now you've got here and here, which is a higher low. Okay. So, all good. Looks like the price wants to go higher. But let's see. Reasonable long position there. We're right here where the bears sold last time. How dope is this beat though? Aquino, price action's the same. It doesn't matter what you're trading. Price action is the same. It's buyers and sellers. And it's the way that they think it behave. We can look at any chart and you can find the same patterns. S&P 500 futures, crypto, Forex, you name it. Same patterns. There's no minimum for trading futures. The brokers will have a minimum to open an account, but that'll be, like 300, something nominal. But there's no actual minimum. Bear selling here. 2 minutes, 45 seconds left on the candle. This is a lot of trading range price action. So we want to mark out 50% pullback and say, okay, maybe the bar pulls back to 50% and the bulls load up again. That may happen. So we're going to mark that line right there. We're going to see what happens when we hit that line. Welcome to everybody streaming in. This is Trades by Bren. I hope you're doing well. I hope your day's off to a good start. Mine definitely is. I'm feeling good. I did my morning rituals, did my meditation, did my prayer, did my exercise, did my breath work, did my sauna session, did my cold plunge, did my green smoothie, had some coffee, got my mind right, got my body moving. And now I'm just feeling blessed to be alive. Which is good for trading, because you want to feel good. It's easy to get kind of hung up on the charts. Forget that life's a gift. Staring at the bars on the chart all day, you forget that life's a gift. And we're lucky and privileged to be able to do this. That's important for trading because you want to be in a relaxed state of mind. Relaxed and alert. But relaxed, just as important as alert. You got to keep your energy up. You got to stay grateful. Got to stay positive. We got right up next to my stop loss and turned down. Okay. So 2 possibilities here. 1, bears get follow through. We get that move down we're hoping for. 2, bulls load up here right around 50% and we continue to see more moves to the upside. I think both are very likely because we're seeing trading range price action. We went down and we went up. Big down, big up. That means the market is indecisive at the moment. However, if you look at the chart, you can see that the bear, it's more bearish than bullish. Pretty even, but it's more bearish than bullish, and also we're near where we sold off yesterday. Yes, yes. One of the most important skills for any trader is to be able to sit and watch calmly when a position goes against you. So important. Just unattached. I'm telling you, the key to so much in trading is not getting attached to your position. Make the best decision you can based on the information at the time. That's all we can do. That's all we can do. Make the best decision given the information that we have at the time. That's it. No need to beat ourselves up, right? I like to be tough on myself. I really like to be tough on myself, but also it's my job to maintain a positive state of mind. It's absolutely 100% my job to maintain a positive state of mind. So I can't get too down on myself. I can't be too harsh on myself because that'll kill my morale. Then I'll make bad decisions and my confidence will become unstable. We want stability. These markets are rocky, right? The markets are anything but stable. This is one of the most dynamic, chaotic things you could possibly do. So stability is of the highest importance. And you know what I like to do in the market is just being really indecisive like this. Right now the market's like it's like that friend that you have that can't make up his goddamn mind. You know what I'm saying? You're like, hey, what do you want to do? He's like, I don't know, what do you want to do? He's like, maybe let's do this. You're like, okay. And he's like, actually, no. That's the market right now. And what I like to do in the markets like that, like being really indecisive, just be diligent. Diligent, calm, patient, at ease, right? Maybe dance a little bit. Keep yourself loose and relaxed. And just give it some space, give it some room to kind of find a direction. The market's trying to find a direction. We picked a direction because we saw so much strong moves, so much strength to the downside, right? So we're just waiting to see what the market's gonna do. I picked a direction. Right now, we're just giving the market a chance to kind of decide if it's gonna do what we want or do something else. And that's it. Everybody welcome. We got more people coming in. Streaming in. We're gonna break the record today, guys. We're gonna break the record for streaming. Every day this channel's growing, guys. Every single day. The live streams get more and more people. This thing's taking off, man, like a rocket ship. And I appreciate you guys, because without you, it wouldn't be happening. I have you guys to thank for that. So thank you. We will be here tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. Pacific. So get your ass out of bed. Wake up early with me. I want to see some of you guys here right when I start at 7 a.m. See if you can hang. That's a 5:30 wake up time where I'm at. So one of the things we said was a possible pullback to 50%, and then the bulls would load up. But now the bears have 2 consecutive bear bars. Weak, but the rule of thumb is the market will usually do what it's been doing. The market will usually do what it's been doing. So if the market's been ranging, it'll tend to range. So if we zoom out, higher time frame, I'm talking big picture here. I'm talking, all of this rather. The market's been ranging. So we have reason to think that the market will continue to do that until something different happens. New market forces, context and momentum. Context is what's been happening, right? And then number 2, momentum. So what's happening right now? And right now we see a tight bull channel, right? It's a messy one, but it is a tight bull channel. That's this, right? But that's right after a tight bear channel, okay? So that means trading range, right? Because trading range is down, up. And then notice the patterns inside the patterns. Look, down, up. Look, same thing, down, up. Okay, so those are nested patterns. And when you see nested patterns, it just shows you, it's just more evidence. It's more evidence. Guys, throw me some emotes in the chat. You know what we need in the chat right now is the little meditation guy, okay? To maintain calm. Throw me the little meditation guy emotes in the chat. Help me out, guys. Support me here. throw me some little meditation guy emotes in the chat. Alex P, welcome back, my brother. Alex P, let everybody know where you're streaming in from. Tight bull channel. Bull's trying to get trend resumption. Alex P representing Tampa, Florida. Shout out to Tampa, Florida. So one thing to note, this is a trading range here, right? We got trading ranges inside of trading ranges. But this little area here, they're like little magnets. So the price often comes back to test those areas. And we want to see right now if the bears sell this or the bulls buy it. Either way, we're good. If the bulls buy it, we'll take the stop. We'll take the stop out and we'll reassess. If the bears sell, we're in a good place. Okay, so reassessing now. We've got evidence for the bull case, okay? Bulls getting the breakout to the upside for trend resumption. We can put our stop here. Bulls getting strong momentum. Moving into this zone here. So what I'm watching now is if the bulls can break through this area. All right. We'll mark it. See if the bulls can break through that area. Waiting and watching. Waiting and watching. So much of trading is waiting. Cherry, I'm using the 5-minute time frame. Cherry, let us know where you're streaming in from. Welcome to everyone streaming in. Appreciate you guys joining us. 3 rules for the chat. Number 1, when you enter the chat room, let us know where you're streaming in from. Announce yourself and where you're streaming in from. So that's rule number 1. Roll call. Okay. Number 2, this place, this live stream, this chat room is a place for pure positive vibes, only, no exceptions. There's too much negativity on the internet. This is not going to be one of them. It's important to me because this trading game is difficult. We want this to be a place of pure positive energy, encouragement, etc. Rule number 3, support each other. We're building a community here, so it's important to me that we support each other. All right? Michael, if you don't like the music, you're not going to like being here. If you don't like the music, you're not going to like being here, man. I promise you that. Big shout out to Zurich. Zurich, what's up? Zurich in the house. Big shout out to New Jersey. What's up? Guys, thank you for being here. We're day trading the S&P 500 futures. And we had a question about we had a question from Lamar. Is that heavy resistance at the opening of the candle's top wick? I'm not seeing any resistance, man. See all that? That's the bulls getting the breakout to the upside. So, no resistance yet. Right now the question is, can the bulls break out above this area? And it looks like they will. If you're going to take a setup, that's a decent long setup. Decent long setup here, decent long setup here. But we're high and late in this move. Now, if the bulls get the breakout to the upside, which is possible, right? We could be trending for a couple hours at least, at least an hour or two. But let's see what happens right here. The probability favors the bulls. But technically we're in a trading range because we went down and now we went up, right? So we're going to see what happens here. Key decision point. Lamar, thanks for your question. Definitely something going on. Definitely something going on with the music. Working on that, guys. I know what we need to do. There we go. There we go. That should fix it. So yeah, we can expect more upside just because the bulls are so strong here, and then context favoring the bulls, right? So this will break out. This gap up. Pull back to the moving average. More upside. Makes sense. 3 consecutive bull bars. Okay, problem solved. I love solving problems. Question from Michael. I'm a funded trader with Top Step. And with Top Step, I use Trade of 8. Also trade my own account with TradeStation. So what we thought was a possible breakout to the downside was actually a pullback on a higher time frame, right? That's like this. Hey, Cherry. I trade to one chart and one chart only. That's the SP 500 futures. So someone was asking about resistance earlier. This is not what resistance looks like. Okay. This is not what resistance looks like. Okay. This is the opposite. This is what breaking resistance looks like. Now we're near the top of the trading range. So right now we're going to see if we break the structure of this trading range. Okay? Because look, all this down, up, right? But look what's happening now. I'll leave those lines there for a second just to give you guys a sense of what's happening, right? This is called a breakout to the upside. And we're 2 minutes into the candle. And there's strong selling, which is bullish. Now anything goes until the candle closes, so let's wait and watch and see. But the bulls are looking strong, so we call this buying pressure. Why we always say anything goes until the bar close. Because look how quickly the appearance of this bar is changing. It's been almost the whole time looking like it was going to close near its high. And look what's happening now. So that's why we say anything goes until the bar close. Anything goes until the bar close. So interesting, right? Profit taking at new highs, typical for channels. Let's get rid of this line. Honestly, let's get rid of everything. Except for this. Price of the day. Cynthios, what am I looking for? Good question. Right now I'm just watching, not really looking for anything in particular. What we're assessing is what happens when the price comes into this area. As I'm always sharing, it's not support and resistance lines, it's support and resistance areas. Okay, so we've got a resistance area, and we want to see what happens as price comes into this area, because we're going to see either this or we're going to see this. Now, every single time the bulls get another close on the bar, the bulls get another close on the chart, it's stronger momentum for the bulls, and it gives the bears less reason to buy. I mean, less reason to enter, right? Bears less reason to sell because the bears are selling. Bears sell, bulls buy, right? That's how that works. So right now we have 1, 2, 3. Count them. 1, 2, 3, 4 consecutive bull bars on the chart, right? You guys see that? 4 consecutive bull bars on the chart. That's strong momentum to the outside. When you see this big tail on the top, and we watch that candle form, right? Spent like half the time up here, and then right in the last minute, got sucked back down here. So that shows some profit taking, but the bar still closed bullish, right? So now, and then that's good for the bulls, right? And also profit taking near the highs, profit taking at prior highs, typical. So if I had to be in the market right now, I'd be long. But because we're here at the top, right? We're at the high. We're at the prior high of the day. I'm waiting and watching, baby. I'm waiting and watching, baby. When you enter into these support and resistance zones, you want to see how the price reacts. So looks like the bulls are buying. Michael, I don't use fancy lingo. I talk normal. And I don't think the fancy lingo is helpful because it's a really good way to confuse yourself with all that fancy lingo. Michael's asking about a liquidity grab. Too many syllables, man. Keep it simple. Liquidity grab. What the hell are you talking about? I mean, I know what you're talking about, but you got to keep it simple, man. Liquidity grab. Do we mean up or down? Right? Chart's going up or just going down, right? So you got to translate that for me. And also, it's probably a good exercise for yourself to understand like what some of these fancy lingo terms mean, right? That's what I've had to do. Get it, make it simple. Help me understand it, right? Liquidity sweep, okay? What does that mean? A sweep? Are we cleaning the house? You got a broom? I need to be able to tell from the word exactly what it means, right? That's why I like the word support. Because look down at the floor. You see the floor? That's support, right? Support, right? You have a kid, you break up with your lady, she wants money for baby food. She's calling you for child support, right? Support. I get that, right? So I like words like that are very obvious and very clear. We want clarity. If we're going to talk about the market, let's talk about it in a way that's clear and easy to understand. Clear means easy to understand. That's what I like. And honestly, if you're trading, why would you want it to be complicated? Wouldn't you want it to be simple? You guys want it to be complicated. That's what I understand. And you don't like stuff unless it's complicated. But to me, that's silly. Because in trading, you have enough difficult things to tackle. There's already enough difficult things in trading. Managing your emotions, keeping yourself in a clear state of mind, in a relaxed state of mind. All that stuff, that's hard enough, right? I don't want complex lingo to try and think through. What does that mean? Sweep and liquidity and all this stuff. It's like, what? No. Look, I like this. This is the kind of shit I like. Green up, red down. Iron clutch. That's what I'm talking about, my man. Give me more shit like that. Right? Yes, Cynthios, this is exactly what I'm saying. As if more complicated would be more profitable. It's kind of the opposite. Because if you're any amount of confused, you're more likely to make mistakes. And most of the losses in trading are due to human error. They're due to mistakes. So we want to minimize our mistakes. If we keep it simple, we can help increase the chances that we will not make mistakes. That's good. Okay, so one of the things I said, and I love that you guys are on board with this keep it simple thing because this is so important to me. If you're on my stream, we're going to keep it real fucking simple. So this is a resistance area, right? Right? You see that? Bulls tried to buy here yesterday, and the bears kicked their motherfucking asses. Okay? But then as soon as we got down here, the bulls are like, we run this town. Fuck you, bears. Right? And then the bears are like, fuck you, bulls. Right? And then the bulls are like, nope, this is a line, and you will not cross. Right? This is called drawing the line. The bulls drew the line with the bears. You ever do that with someone in your life? You're like, I'm drawing the line here. That's it. That's what the bulls did. They're like, I draw the line right there. And look, the bears couldn't even get past that moving average. They couldn't even touch the moving average. And now the bulls are moving the price up. Okay? So, but then what happens? Well, we come into this resistance area marked in red, and we see what happens when we come into this area, right? Looks like more buying to me. Count it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 consecutive bull bars. As if more complicated would be more profitable. Cynthios, this is a very intelligent statement. If you understand that, then you understand you really understand something about human psychology. And so much of what we do here is about this thing right here. So if you understand this thing right here, or at least some things about this thing right here, you're going to do so much better than most traders. One, two, 3, 4, 5 consecutive bull bars. Strong momentum to the upside. 6 consecutive bull bars. Assuming this closes bullish, we got 30 seconds left on the close. 30 seconds, 29, 28, 27, 25, 23, 22, 21, 20. As if more complicated would be more profitable. I just love that, man. I'm just going to leave that up for a minute. That is a very, it's just a very astute observation there. Bull's getting another strong close. Okay, so what you have now is a small pullback bull trend. One of the strongest types of trends. So we're going to get rid of this because the bulls blasted right through it. And we're going to take out our long tool because the market is moving up. So powerful when you see the market just blast through area of resistance. If the market was going to slow down, you know, you wouldn't see this. You would not see this. You would not see that. Okay. If the market was going to slow down here, you just wouldn't see that. Great question from Cynthia's. Johan, right? Is it? When can we say that the trend will reverse? We can't. It's a good question. Answer is we cannot. The only thing we can do is trade the probabilities. So, I see what you're getting at, Johan, but wrong question. I'll give you a chance to rephrase the question. A lot of this is refining our thinking, right? As I'm doing this, as I'm getting better at trading, I'm learning how to refine my thinking. I'm learning how to think about things differently or think more clearly about price action, about charts, what I'm seeing, what I'm looking at. So I'll give you a chance to rephrase the question. Given that the answer is we can't say when. We can't say when. We can only trade the probabilities. So I'll give you that, and I'll give you a chance to rephrase that question. We're going to break some records today, guys. We're going to break some records. Keep it simple. That's the name of the game, baby. Looks like the bull's getting off another bull bar. Absolutely nuts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 consecutive bull bars. When was the last time you've seen that? Just go back in the chart. Tell me where you can find 7 consecutive bull bars. See if you can find 7. I challenge you. Find 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's pretty close. But it ain't 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and then we got a doji, so not exactly. That's very strong momentum to the upside. Yeah. Okay, cool. Johan, good. Much better. So Johan's rephrasing his question. So guys, look at how we're refining our thinking, right? Look at how we're refining our thinking. We're thinking one way, we're getting some information, right? Me saying we don't know when, very important point about trading, one of the most important parts to get. And then we're refining our thinking. We're like, okay, if that's not the case, how do I reconsider this? And then Johan's asking again, what would signs be that the trend could reverse? Excellent. So simply put, Johan, we look at the pullbacks. Okay, what are pullbacks? Pullbacks are reversals. So let's draw the trend line. Okay, so here's the trend line. Right, we're connecting the lows. This is not rocket science. I'm just connecting that low to that low, and that puts our line there, right? So 2 techniques. Number 1, until we break this line, trend is on. Okay, because when you have a trend like this, what you'll see very often is that the price will come back to that line, and then you'll get more up. Okay. This is a very strong trend. So once the market's trending in a direction like this in a very strong way, it'll tend to do that for quite some time. Now, once we touch this line, once we break this line rather, we have to start to reconsider. Now, it could happen a while from now, or it could happen sooner rather than later. Okay, but that's technique number 1, is you just draw the trend line. It's called a trend line, right? And you just draw a best fit line that makes the most sense. To me, this one makes the most sense, right? Because that includes all the price action. And then we just wait until the price breaks that line. So that's the first one. Yeah, of course you can say it, You guys can say whatever you want in the chat as long as you're not breaking the 3 rules. Remember, the 3 rules are: announce yourself in your city upon arrival. Number 2, this is a place of pure positive energy, no exceptions. And number 3, support each other. So yeah, you can say whatever you want to, as long as you're not breaking those rules. So, Sithios, we had technique number 1 was we draw the line, we wait for a break of the line, right? So that's technique number 1. Technique number 2 is just a little more detailed. Is you look at the pullbacks, okay? And you say, are they growing or are they not? Okay, so look at this. This is one. If the breakout started here, let's say the breakout started here, because this is where the market reversed, right? We went down and then we were bearish and now we're bullish, right? So first pullback, 1 bar. Strong or weak? Strong or weak? Weak, right? They only got 1 bar, and the bulls bought this up. And then look this is called an FU candle. I call this an FU candle. That's called an FU candle. Okay. Why is that? Because the bulls got to move up. The bears were like, nope, we're stopping you. And the bulls were like, fuck you, bears. Right? Do you see how much bigger this guy is? Do you see how much bigger 13 is from 12? Okay, so that's an FU candle. So we're assessing the pullbacks. So this one was weak. Now the second one, is it growing or shrinking or staying the same? So we're comparing pullback 1 to pullback 2, right? Pullback 2 is actually bigger than pullback 1 because pullback 2 has 2 consecutive bars, right? Okay, so now the pullbacks are growing. But is that a strong pullback? No, because look, big bar, little bar. So growing or shrinking? Shrinking, okay? And then the bulls got all that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 consecutive bear bars. So, like I said, in a trend, the price will come back to that trend line and bounce. Okay, because there's orders. This is how traders are thinking, right? This is how institutions are thinking. They're drawing these lines. They're doing what we're talking about, and you can see evidence of that here. Okay, so technique number 2 is to, every time we get a pullback, is to analyze it. Okay, is to analyze it. And we can start to expect a trend reversal when the pullbacks get strong, once they start becoming strong. Every time there's a pullback, that's a blow to the bulls, right? That's like a strike from the bears. The bears are like, strike, right? And eventually, one of these pullbacks is going to be strong, and it's going to be it's going to cause some real damage to the bulls. Right now, not happening yet. And how can we tell? Well, consecutive bars is 1. If the most that the bears can do is 2 consecutive candles, weak as hell. Look, compare, just compare 2 versus 7. You see the difference? And then look, the bulls bought this. Three minutes left on this candle, but look, immediately they're buying down here. Okay, so exactly what we're talking about. And you know, one strategy would be to draw this trend line, and as soon as the price touches the line, you put your order there. Okay, so honestly, like that'd be like really decent scalp, right? You could scalp that, boom. You'd have a few points just right there. Aquino, I appreciate you, man. I really appreciate you asking. All good, my brother. Thank you for asking. Yeah, that makes sense to me. I like that you said all price action is fractal. It is. Patterns inside of patterns inside of patterns. It's like tradeception. Yeah, I got you. Another great rule of thumb in a tight channel, which this is, tight channels are channels where the pullbacks are 1 or 2 bars, maybe 3, okay? The first reversal down will fail. So maybe this was the first reversal, or maybe this is the first reversal, but the first few reversals will probably fail. Why? Because markets have inertia, and that just means an object in motion tends to stay in motion. So markets can tend to do what they've been doing. That's all we're saying. That's what inertia means. Momentum is another way of saying it. Yeah, if you use acronyms, it's good to define them, so that's good. We're up to 81 views on the stream. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Guys, get some more people on the stream. Let's get the word out. Just want to check my levels real quick. Man, our levels are sounding good. Sound quality is incredible on the stream. Diligence makes a difference. Diligence makes a difference. Patience is power. Mm-hmm. Let's check out the 2-minute chart. No slowing down. We are in a channel pattern. It is Wednesday. Anything happening on financial juice? Powell testified this morning. Nothing major happening. Today's the 6th, right? Yeah. Cynthios. What does that mean? Cynthio. Like synthesizer? It's a cool name, man. Okay, so Johan, check this out. Look what's happening now. Look what's happening now, dude. Diligence makes a difference, ain't that right? This will be an important candle. This will be an important candle to pay attention to. "16 seconds on the candle. We want to see how this closes. If the bears get a strong close here, which it looks like they will, 5 seconds away. Now we've got some damage being caused to the bulls. Right? So the question here is, will the bulls buy? Love this beat. So now we've got a break of the trend line. That's this. And what you're going to see usually after a break of the trend line is a retest of this high. Diligence makes the difference. Patience is power. We will be back tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. Pacific. Make sure you come back, join us again. Join the party. It's a price action party, y'all. It's a price action party. Ain't no party like a price action party, because the price action party don't stop. Remember to hydrate. You guys ever seen these? Premium Magic Mushroom Chocolate Bar. Of course, there's nothing in that. It's just a box. Aquino? Maybe. So we got a break of the trend line. The first break of the trend line, the market will probably go back up to and test and retest this high. That's usually how it goes, right? Because there's so many bulls, and the bulls have been buying all the way up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So why does the first break of the trend line usually cause a retest of the high? Because if this is how strong the conviction of the bulls is, that they bought all the way up, okay? Well, one pullback is not going to deter them, not the strong bulls. Strong bulls will take a 50% pullback and still hold. And that's not even close to 50% of this. Okay, so you just have to kind of see how both sides are interacting. Reasonable long entry here, but also possibly now the start of the trading range. Or just the channel, right? Yeah, exactly, Aquino. Diligence makes a difference. Phrase of the day. Put it in the chat, guys. Diligence makes the difference. Aquino, why do you, this is a question, right? And there's differing opinions on this, but do you feel that having more accounts is preferable? Is more preferable than just increasing your size on one account? And if so, why? Why do you think it's preferable to have more accounts when you could just size up on one account? Late in the move? R1. 7.5 point stop. $7.5 point profit target. Next thing we're gonna watch, what happens when we test that high. Bulls are gonna want to get trend resumption. Bears are gonna want to try and get a double top. If this buy signal fails, that gives the bears an opening. ATR 4.7, let's keep that in mind. Yeah, I hear what you're saying, Aquino, but what's the difference between trading 2 lots on 2 accounts, meaning your leverage is 4 lots, versus trading 4 lots on 1 account? What's the difference? I don't see the difference. Or 1 lot on 3 accounts. Or 1 lot on 4 accounts versus 4 lots on 1 account. I'm not opposed to the idea. I just think it can get tricky. Weak follow through from the bulls. creating an opening for the bears. Now we're in the middle of this little training range starting to form. This is very extreme. So if I was a bull and I saw that, I'd be disappointed. So we're gonna do that. Let's see what happens. See if we can get filled on that. Okay, I get it. Like I said, I'm not opposed to it. Okay. I want to see strong follow through on the part of the bulls. This is not strong follow through. I understand, man. Like I said, I think it makes sense. I'm not opposed to it, but I like to keep it simple. Lamar, I respect your honesty. Lamar says that he has this bad habit, favoring the reverses and betting against the trend. First step of therapy is admitting it. Yeah. Exactly. I'd say start step 2. Working on your mental, emotional game. I definitely recommend reading The Mental Game of Trading by Jared Tendler. You'll probably get some more insight into why that's happening. I have a rule when it comes to trading the trend. Aquino, I am trading my own account. As you can see at the bottom of the screen, Trade Station. That's not a prop account. I do have a funded account with TopStep, but I'm not trading it at the moment. No problem, Lamar, thank you. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I have a rule, which is that I do not fade a strong trend. It's a good rule to have. Never fade a strong trend unless there's first a break of the trend line and a retest of the higher low. If it's a bull trend, it'd be a retest of the high. So that's why I wouldn't fade this, right? I mean, classic beginner mistake. You see this bull trend, it seems really extreme. You see this big bear bar, and you go, okay, I'm gonna fade this strong trend, and then you get wrecked here. So it's a great rule to have. Never fade a strong trend unless you get first 2 things: break of the trend line and a retest of the higher low, the high or low. Sometimes I do Aquino, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It really just depends. Depends on, a few different factors. I am funded with TopStep, but I also have my own account as well. Sometimes I just prefer that. Riddell's asking me about my win rate for the day. Absolutely do not think about that during the day. That is the last thing on my mind. In fact, it's not even on my mind at all. That's a really good way to screw up your performance, is thinking about your win rate during the session. Big mistake, in my opinion. Analyze your performance after the session. When you're in the session, just focus on executing your process and being diligent. And this is why you don't fade a strong trend, right? See what's happening right now? Okay, no, I'm gonna put that on the screen. I couldn't have said it better. Let everyone know. This shit is not easy. I want everyone to know this shit is not easy. It is absolutely hard work. That's why we gotta support each other, guys. That's why we gotta keep this a place of pure positive energy. Yeah, Alex, you got it, man. Exactly right. It's a nice push, but we're not even halfway into the candle. So let's see what happens. Anything goes until the bar closes, guys. If you're new to my stream, you will know that now. That is one of our mantras here. That means we wait for the close, we make a decision. We wait for another close, we make a decision. Let's all watch for what Alex is saying. Make decisions close to close. Why? Because the probability shifts close to close. If I'm trading the 5-minute chart, then I'm making decisions in 5-minute increments. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin. Interesting. Okay. So this was the all-time high for Bitcoin. Big pullback. A lot of selling there. Well, that's profit taking, right? All that profit taking. But then look, we got an FU candle. We got another FU candle. So what do we have now? Look at this. Trading range. Trend. Trading range. So look, guys, this is kind of similar, right? Look at what's happening on the SP 500 futures. Trend, pullback, trading range. Waiting to see if we break a new high, right? Look at what's happening on Bitcoin. Check it. Bull trend. Look, this actually looks very similar to this, isn't it? A bunch of consecutive bars in a direction. And then break of the trend line. And now we're coming back up to test the high. This is why I say price action works on all charts, all time frames, all financial instruments. 37 seconds on the candle. Looks like the bulls are going to get it. 30. 25 seconds. Let me put this right. Oh. Let me put this right here. There's the high. 3, 2, 1. Got the close above the high. That will cause some bulls to buy. Wednesday. Feeling good. Life is beautiful, don't you agree? Mm-mm. Mm-mm. You get a little shaky. Switch to a higher time frame. Hide everything. Look at that. It's a bull trend. That's a very strong bull trend. This could go all day. It's 8:57 a.m. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but I'm saying it's possible. This could go all day. We are in a trading range environment overall on a higher time frame. So it is very hard to say. But that's a strong bull trend since the close of yesterday. How dope is that beat though? Okay, let me try and get the rules here. Chat room rules. How do we do this? One. Two. Pure positive vibes. No exceptions. Three. Support each other. Chat room rules. Thank you, Alex. Appreciate you, man. I'll see you tomorrow, 7 a.m. Pacific. You know the routine. Okay, so check the pattern. Breakout. Series of bars in a direction. We call that a breakout. Then what is this? Channel. Breakout. Channel. Trading range. Market cycle. Talking about this yesterday. The market moves in cycles, like gears. Gear 1, breakout. That's strong. Gear 2, channel. That's when the momentum starts to weaken a little bit. You start to get pullbacks. Pullbacks start to get bigger. You have a slope that's going up sharp. And it starts to kind of, that slope starts to flatten a little bit. That's the channel. But you're still drifting up. Still slowly drifting up. And then trading range. So that's how that works. 3 phases. And we're just constantly going through these different cycles. We definitely hit a record today. We definitely hit a record today, family. Shout out to everybody streaming in. Check the chat room rules if you're just dropping in. Don't make me say it. Don't make me say it. I already wrote it out. One of the things I like to do when the market's slow that was good. One of the things I like to do is review my trades. Review my trading sessions. Right. So always good to review your trading sessions. Market's going sideways, right? It's a good time to do some review. So right now we're going to review. This was the February 28th, okay? So here we go.
I'm living in this world, troubles all around. Trying to build a place to live and set freedom right now. Begging you, Jesus, come see about me, yeah. About me, yeah. Please have mercy on me. Please have a little mercy on me. Please have mercy on me. Please have a little mercy on me. So many times the devil tries to turn me around. Just a little mercy on me. Please have mercy on me. Oh, please have just a little mercy on me. So many times the devil tries to turn me around. So many times the devil tries to turn. Just a little mercy on me. Please have mercy on me. Oh, please have just a little mercy on me. Troubles all around me, day by day. Hiding in temptation seems it's here to stay. Oh, I need you, Lord. Set my soul on fire, yeah. Have mercy. Oh, please, oh, have mercy.
All right, so that's the review. Beautiful scalp here. simple logic. Trend continuation. Break of the trend line. Bull sky trend continuation. Also, market cycle. Bull breakout. Breakout goes into a channel. Channel to trading range. Those are the 3 phases of the market cycle. Breakout, channel, trading range. So if we know that we're in a strong breakout here, why do we call that a breakout? Because look, 7 consecutive bull bars. It's just bulls buying. That means the bears got trapped down here and the bulls are in complete control of the price. So the price is essentially resetting itself. And what happens after that? Well, it doesn't last forever, right? The breakout ends. And then there's a pullback. And as soon as you get a big pullback like that, then you know that the breakout phase has ended. Channel phase has now started. Channel pattern is a little different than a breakout pattern because a breakout's like a parabolic move, just straight up, right? Like this, boom, straight up. Then once you get that strong break of the trend line, you're moving in a channel pattern which is not as strong. So the slope goes from being parabolic or close to it to it starts to flatten a little bit. So you've got phase 1, strong trend, breakout, okay? And then phase 2, channel, weaker trend. Still trending, but not trending as strongly. Let's stand up here. Too much sitting, not good. So we have moved into the channel phase. You just look at the slope. That's another way of looking at this. Look at the slope of this line. Can't hear me. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. It looks like this sounds fine on my end, so it might be on your end. But guys, let me know in the chat if you can hear my voice. If I need to adjust, I will. If you can hear my voice coming in strong, give me a thumbs up in the chat. Or if I need to adjust it, let me know. But either way, we go from the it's all right. Okay, so all right meaning not great. Okay, I didn't change anything. All right, so we've got a slope here, right? So that's the slope of the breakout. And then check out the slope of the channel. Do you see how the slope starts to flatten? Interesting, right? Okay, cool. Sound is great. I am clutch. Thank you. Cool. Okay, so look at that angle, and now look at this angle. It starts to flatten. Okay, so that's how you can tell this trend is going from strong to not as strong. Okay, and then eventually it becomes flat, and then you get two-sided trading, and the whole time the sellers are trying to break the momentum of the buyers, and they keep trying and keep trying and keep trying. Obviously the buyers are trying to do the opposite. They're trying to keep the momentum. So that's essentially a trend, and every time we get one of these pullbacks, it creates an opening. It creates an opening for the bears, and the bears are going to crack the bull case, and they're going to try and get followed through. But look, failed to get followed through. Instead, the bulls got trend resumption. That's what that is. And then it happened again here. The bears got one bear bar, decent size, micro double top. Okay, but can the bears get followed through? No. Bulls were like, fuck you. Okay, and the bears got 3 consecutive bars up. So this is, trend. This is like a little trend masterclass here. But if you're fading a strong trend, that's why you're going to get wrecked. Okay, it's not a good idea to fade a strong trend. Usually better to trade with the trend. I mean, there are ways to fade a trend, right? But fading a strong trend, it's just too easy to get wrecked. So that's why I don't do it. I like to trade with the trend. Again, bear's getting a bear bar. But when you see this, right, when you see one bear bar and then the bulls resume, one bear bar and then the bulls resume, it's profit taking. That's what you're saying, right? It's not really bear momentum, it's just profit taking. But every time the bears take profits, every time the bulls take profits, it does create an opening for the bears to get followed through, right? But the bears need to have confidence that the market's going down. And you can see, if we look at the chart, and you can see every time there's a bear bar, you don't get a second bear bar, right? Look at the black bars on the chart. You just see one, and then you see they're surrounded by white bars on each side. That's the bulls taking profits and then loading back up, right? So it's like the bulls take profits and then they wait a second and kind of see if the bears are growing in their conviction, if they're growing in confidence. And unless the bears do something convincing, the bulls are like, nope, we're just going to keep buying. And they just keep pushing the price up and up and up and up. And that's what we're seeing. Now, I said down here that this could go all day, okay? I said, we don't know, it's too early, but I said, mark my words, it was 8 something, and I was like, it is possible that we could go up and this could continue all day. And I still think that's the case. I mean, why? Because I'm some market wizard with secret knowledge? No. Just because of exactly what I'm telling you guys, because exactly what I'm saying. Like, every time the bears every time the bears sell, or the bulls take profits, it's more like bulls taking profits. You know, they just keep owning the bears. The bulls just keep owning the bears' asses. So we're getting right up to the close on Monday. So we'll see what happens there. But it looks to me like the bulls are coming up here to test that high. So we'll see. More like this, right? Trying to get my beats right. Gotta get those beats right, man. I think this one's my favorite. Yeah, this one's definitely my favorite. Okay, so again, same pattern we're pointing out, right? Same pattern we're pointing out. This is a channel. Now, and what's interesting to know is this is the same channel that's happening on the daily chart. This is the daily chart. Same thing. Bears get 2 bars, bulls buy. Bears get 2 bars, bulls buy. Bears got 1 bar, bulls buy. So it's not exactly bears selling as it is bulls taking profits, right? The market is in a bull trend, and the bulls will take profits along the way. And then keep buying as long as they keep thinking the market's going up. Why is the only reason why people buy any financial instrument of any kind? They think the price is going up. So the bulls keep buying. That means they think the price is going to keep going up. And they'll keep buying until they keep thinking the price is going up. And that's just a trend. That's just how a trend works. All right, we're coming in at 9:30. We'll wait till the close of this candle. I hope you've enjoyed yourselves here today. If you've had a good time, throw me a thumbs up in the chat. If you've had a good time on the stream today, throw me a thumbs up in the chat. I'm really doing my best to make this a place of pure positive energy and good vibes only. And also to offer you something valuable so that you can get better. Every time you show up, you can take something away from the stream that is valuable to you, that is useful to you, that will help you and help you improve with your goals. That's my mission. So if I've done that, give me a thumbs up in the chat. If not, give me a thumbs down. 2 minutes on the candle. Let's see how this closes. Cynthios says yes. I'm happy to hear that, man. Did you learn something, my man? Let me know like one takeaway. Let me know one thing that you got from the stream today. Just give me one takeaway. BIT says yes. Amazing. BIT, let me know one takeaway. One thing that you're walking away from today. Walking away from the stream with today. Just one takeaway. Something that's, an insight that you got. Something that you learned. I give you a minute to put it in the chat. Keep it simple. Exactly. One of the most important lessons. One of the most important lessons. If that's what you got from today's session, hell yes. How about the rest of you guys? We will be here tomorrow, 7 a.m. Pacific. Get your ass up out of bed. Join me. Join me. We'll make it a good time. "45 seconds on the candle. BIT says his takeaway is patience. Keeping it simple. Powerful. The trend is your friend. Hell yes. And how about that rule? Don't fade a strong trend until you get a break of that trend line and a retest of the high. Remember that one. That's a really good one. 6 seconds on the candle. Cynthios, I want to know your takeaway from today. I want to know one thing that you got. My man Johan saying switching between different time frames can give you more insights. Yes, exactly. You see me doing that a lot, right? Like daily chart, channel behavior. 5-minute time frame, channel behavior. Same thing here. Beautiful. All right, guys, that's my time. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here. Gratitude. Gratitude to you. Join me tomorrow, 7 a.m. Pacific. Much love.